from pick your teams and pick your players to random teams and drafted teams, mixers, and more. We built this app with the collector in mind, with features like scheduled drop times, custom notification settings, and earn rewards on purchases, among other things. And we want to be a one-stop shop for collectors, which is why we've added services like PSA grading and eBay consignment straight from Breaks. We are a PSA authorized dealer and offer grading services from value to walkthrough. All you need to do is fill out the form on our website within 24 hours of a break completing, and we will take care of the rest. All submissions for breaks come with a review and wipe down of your card, and you won't be charged anything until we get your card back from PSA. eBay consignment is a similar process where you will need to fill out a form on our site within 24 hours of a break completing for any cards you'd like to submit. All cards will be listed next business day for a 5-day auction starting at 99 cents. And after the sale, you'll have the option to be paid out via check, PayPal goods, or break credit. The links for these services will be in the description of every break. If you have any questions about how the app or how our breaks work, feel free to message us on your preferred social platform. Or jump in the chat of one of our breaks and the break host can help walk you through it. Summer is here and Real Sports Cards is hitting the road on June 16th. I'm talking about the 2025 Real Sports Cards Summer Road Trip, where we'll be virtually road tripping across the country, with a few in-person stops mixed in, giving away something every single day of the road trip tied to the city that we happen to be in that day. All right here on the Real Sports Cards app. But that's just the beginning of the fun, because similar to our collector games last year, you'll be able to accumulate points every single break for a chance to win break credit. The point totals for this will reset weekly, so no matter when you decide to join the fun, you'll always have a chance at the top spot that week. But there will still be a massive prize for the person that accumulates the most points during the duration of the road trip. The road trip begins June 16th on our way to Fanatics Fest in New York City, and will continue through September 7th when we make it back to Minneapolis in time for the grand opening of our new store. We'll have more info on all of this coming soon, which will be posted right here in the app. In the meantime, start grabbing your favorite road trip snacks, crafting that perfect playlist, and filling up on gas, because this is going to be a road trip to remember.
What's happening, everyone? Andrew Neggs back here with Real Sports Cards, and we are live. We have 24-25 Topps Finest Basketball. This is #1 Hobby Pick Your Team. First break of this. Tom did the half case random. I've already done a bunch of personals of this stuff. It is a fun product. It is loaded with color, loaded with a really good checklist. And a really great price point, to be honest. So here we go. Let's have fun. I do have a 3-case pick your player up, or 4-case pick your player up and fill in. 4-case pick your player up and fill in. Grab some of those cheap spots. Some I'm telling you right now, a lot of those cheap spots are going to crush in this. A lot of the big spots are going to... and then the big spots just take one card. So, really, really good format. Like I said, a loaded checklist. Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Be sure to drop in and say hello. Who's watching with me? Give me 1 second. I tasked one of our, the guy that does like the eBay and all inventory and everything, I tasked him with ordering me some pizza. So we'll see what he gets. We'll see what he orders me. I gave him my card and said order some pizza. What's up, Ammo? How's your day going, bud? The Delight cases of this stuff are like Some of the Delight boxes I've opened today have been absolutely wild. Brandon Miller, 9 out of 200 there. Kevin Love, Sky Blue. And gold ink off the bat, Maxwell Lewis. Maxwell Lewis, the Brooklyn Nets. Bet you the Nets are real cheap in here. Maxwell Lewis, finest gold. That is 37 out of 50. Nets going to Ammo. Yeah, it's loaded with a lot of color for sure. 117 out of 150. That's why I'm recommending people grab some players in that player break. It's just a cheap fun chase for sure. I like this card. How about Terrence Shannon Blue out of 99, 92 out of 99. Watch out for this kid this year. I think he's going to be really good. Terrence Shannon Jr. Timberwolves going to Matty Ice. Wait, what's going on? It's kind of a goofy photo with it like off the card like that. There is, that's got to be Ben Simmons, 119 out of 175, 249 or 245 out of 250 Celtics. Celtics going to Ammo there. That's might be our high number. 245 out of 250 Derek White. And nice super short print there. Centurions. Short print there. Celtics. That's definitely a Celtics jersey. So that should be, I guess we can look at the checklist just to make sure. But that sure looks like a Celtics jersey. Topps Finest Basketball. I just want to make sure. Ray Allen. Right there. Yep, it is Boston. It is Boston. So that one's going to you, Ammo. He was quite the shooter. Quite the shooter there. Ray Allen. Centrius. Essentially like a case hit type of card, I would say. There's Zach Collins. Jaylen Brown. And Deron Holmes, blue out of 99. Nuggets, I believe. Pretty sure Holmes is Nuggets going to Dax. 31 out of 99. Flipkowski, Akeem Olajuwon. There's Shea. Finishers, Steph Curry. And gold, Shaquille O'Neal, 5 out of 15. 5 out of 15. Shaq with the gold. We like that. The Lake Show. The Lake Show. Going to Wrestle Freak. Shaquille O'Neal, 5. LeBron, Hollow. And Bronny James. Debut. So there we go. That is our first box right there. Two. Greenlight. That's a lot of color out of one box right there. We do have Team Tom will be posting single case pick your team tonight. I will be posting a half case random like Tom ran earlier. And then also, like I said, the 3 case are up and filling. Lots of cheap spots. Lots of them. There is Kazoko, or Sissoko. Oh, the blacks look awesome in this stuff. City. Portland Trailblazers there. Trailblazers 2 ammo. And this is the second one of these I've pulled. So 2 out of the 25. There's 25 of these, and I've pulled 2 of them already. De'Aaron Fox, 7 out of 25. De'Aaron Fox, that is... Man, it doesn't say teams on anywhere. I'm thinking he's Spurs. Lukowski. LeBron out of 74. Showstoppers there for the Lakers. Mike Conley out of 200. Zach Edey, Sky Blue. There's Bronny. Arrival, Silver. Kevin Huerter. Ant-Man, Geometric. Shea Gilgeous on the Showstoppers. And how about more gold ink? That is 6 out of 50. Jalen Green. Jalen Green Rockets going to ammo. Derek Lively, 5 out of 150. Vukovic, there's Showstoppers, Checkerboard, Dwayne Wade. Shea Gilgeous, Ray Allen. Victor Wembanyama, Showstopper, Silver. Rob Dillingham. There is Cole Anthony. And that'll do it for box 2. Cards just spinning in circles. Yeah, they can only say the city, but they don't even have that. Like normally it'll say Minnesota or normally like that card, or this one would say Chicago. But it doesn't even say that. That'll make for a very interesting sort. But I mean, they look great. I like the look of them. I like the inserts. I like the autos. Like the Breakers Delight personal case that we did earlier had Vince Carter auto out of 10, Akeem Olajuwon auto, Dennis Rodman auto, Bronny James. There is, this guy's been all over this. Jared Vanderbilt, Lakers. Then we got 104 out of 150 at Jalen Tyson. Then we have Evan Mobley out of 175, 9 out of 175. That is Flipkowski, 58 out of 99. Zach Collins, 157 out of 250. Tyler Smith, Showstoppers. DeMar DeRozan, Chris Levert. And Quentin Post. Quentin Post, Warriors. Warriors going to Dax. Sounds good, buddy. Hello, Derek. These cards make me laugh. This is their die cut here. This card makes me laugh a little bit. There is James Harden, 10 out of 35. Clippers. Looks like a Clippers jersey. Like I said, we'll be going off the checklist when we sort this one. 10 out of 35 there on the die cut. Bradley Beal. There's Cody Williams. Purple Aaron Gordon, 3. There's our new low number. 3 out of 200. Nuggets to Dax. Big Jerry Dog's got the Grizzlies. All right. Let's hit him a Grizzly Bear then. Let's hit him a nice Grizzly Bear. Draymond Green. Bronny James Silver. Cody Williams. DeAndre Ayton. Three down, 5 to go. So I am $5 off all remaining teams in the half case finest. $5 off teams in the football mixer. And then 137 players left. We do have a full new loaded up breaks. Personal boxes there if anyone's looking for any personal boxes. Die cut on the back. Bronny. Dirk Nowitzki, 95 out of 125. Look at that beard he's got rocking there. Deron Holm. And flashback auto is Enrique Freeman. Pacers, Enrique Freeman. LaMelo Ball, 52 out of 75. Dort, Sky Blue. That is Date It, 6 out of 99 Knicks. Cole Anthony, Sky Blue. And, oh, we got a Superfractor rookie auto. Superfractor rookie auto. 1 of 1. Oh, that's nasty. How about Jamal Shed? 1 of 1 Superfractor. The former Houston Cougar, now Toronto Raptor. Coo woo woo. That is a nasty card. Jamal Shed Superfractor. I thought it was Bronny for a second. Because I think Bronny's picture kind of looks like this one on his auto. But that's awesome. 1 of 1 Superfractor. Put it on the board. Coo woo woo 23. Nice hit, buddy. How about a little Dilly out of 250? 7 out of 250. So that one is going to be our low number as well. There's Dort again, sky blue. Alexander Sarr, finishers checkerboard. And black, Brandon Podziemski, 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10, Brandon Podziemski. That is Warriors going to Dax. So we had a 101 Superfractor, a card out of 10, all in the same box. Devin Carter. There's LeBron James silver. Steph Curry sky blue, and Giannis checkerboard. That is going to be our halfway point. Yeah, the Super looks awesome. It really does. I like it. I like how it's intertwined with the rest of the border. I'm a big fan. Like I said, this stuff is loaded. I'm telling you, we will pull probably multiple 101s tonight in that 3-caser. I would not doubt it. Saved by the Bell? For sure. For sure. Some very Saved by the Bell, a.k.a. old Skybox look to them. That's got to be what they're going with, the old Skybox look. And that is Anton Watson, refractor auto, Knicks. Miles Turner. Ooh. Who is that? Tristan Da Silva, 4 out of 5 on the red. The Orlando Magic. Orlando Magic. Out of 5. Man, all this low-numbered stuff is wild. Magic going to L Jazz Collects. Dirk Nowitzki out of 99. There's Topic. Out of 74, his die cuts make me laugh. Chris Levert out of 74. And rookie auto, Jalen Bridges. Jalen Bridges. I believe Knicks. Could be wrong, though. There is Dame Lillard out of 200. Mikal Bridges. There's Bronny checkerboard. Giannis. Steph Curry, silver. Alex Caruso. Does have a big dimple in it. Rudy. 3 boxes left. Give me 1 second. I need to make sure Emil's still stopping in here. I couldn't tell you, Derek. I'm not important. You know that. Well, thanks. That's one person. Rookie auto, Ulrich. Looks like more Raptors ink. Ulrich. There is Day'Ron Sharpe, 88 out of 175. Allen Iverson gold. Showstoppers there. He really was a showstopper. 49 out of 50. AI gold for the Sixers. I like these cards. Paul Gasol, Steph Curry, Shai Gilgeous silver. Purple. We got black behind it again. All right, we got Furby 34 out of 99. Next is Jason Kidd. J Kidd 12 out of 25. Looks like Mavericks Jason Kidd there. That looks like Mavericks Jason Kidd. Like I said, we will go off the checklist on all of this stuff though. Just to make sure. We will go off the name of the checklist. We will go off what it says on there. Even if it looks like a Lakers jersey, if it says a Celtics player, then it's going to go to the Celtics. Antonio Reeves, Pelicans, rookie auto. Tyler Hero, Chris Middleton, just so we're on the same page. There's Tijane. 87 out of 200, Grant Hill. AJ Mitchell. Vukovic out of 150, Bulls. And then Bam, checkerboard. Lot to sleeve up here with all these silvers, checkerboards, and sky blues. All right, 2 boxes left. Pepperoni. I hope they ordered me some pepperoni. Making sure Amel's going to be here in time. I got to build out that football and baseball break. Sengun on the auto there. I thought, when I first saw this guy, I thought he wasn't going to be very good at basketball. But man, he's goofy, but he is a dang good basketball player here. Sengun there. Jason Kidd, Grant Williams. There's Keshawn George, checkerboard. And JJJ, Jaren Jackson Jr., Grizzlies. Big Jerry Dog there. There is Jabari Smith, 12 out of 150. And nice, Rasha Shear, former #1 overall pick. Atlanta Hawks, 17 out of 150. Hawks going to Warzone. Nemhard. There's Terrence Shannon. And we got finisher silver LeBron James. Blue, Brandon Ingram, 22 out of 175. Then we got Kyle Flipkowski, 22 out of 250. I think he was a Duke Blue Devil, if I remember correctly. There's Brandon Clark, 17 out of 99. Tyler Kolek. And another black, Zach Edey. There you go, Big Jerry Dog. Zach Edey, the big man from Purdue, 19 out of 25. Big Jerry Dog getting on the board with some Zach Edey low number. And Kristaps Porzingis going to bring us to our final box. Let me check in on baseball quick. Also, other than the Yankees, all the big teams are gone in that half case. All of the big teams are gone in the half case. So I did just go $10 off a few of them. Last box. All right, here we go. Last box. Don't forget about that 4-caser up and filling. And, man, Ron Wolf. Tristan Newton. Give us Dilly or TSJ. Tristan Newton rookie auto there for the Wolves. There is Levert. 80 out of 150. Dirk out of 125. Mavericks. Desmond Bain, Anthony Simmons, Jaime. There's blue out of 75, Jarrett Allen, 16 out of 75. Then we got Kevin Love, 24 out of 200. Kevin Love. Looks like Miami Heat, Kevin Love, but like I said, we will go off the checklist. Jamal Shed, Superfractor. And Cam Christie. Cam Christie out of 99. I believe he is... Oh, that one does say Los Angeles. So he is Clippers. Clippers going to Travis Danielson. Cam Christie. Austin Reeves. Kevin Huerter. Arrivals is Dylan Jones. Jalen Tyson out of 125. There's Terrence Shannon Silver. Orange, Kevin Love. 45 out of 250. So they must have the different levels like they do in baseball. I just haven't figured out how they're numbered or anything. Kittens? What do you mean, kittens? All right, let me top load these last ones, and we will do a recap. A lot to recap. All right. These are silvers and checkerboards. Jones, Shannon, Turner, Podzimski, George, James, Alexander, Saloon, Bam, Bronny James, Curry, Rudy Gobert, Sar, LeBron, Giannis, Cody Williams, Bronny James, DeAndre Ayton, there's James, Anthony Edwards, Dwayne Wade, Victor Wembanyama, Cole Anthony, Shai Gilgeous, and then Bronny James again. It's hard to see some of the names, I'll be honest, on those checkerboards. Simmons, Bain, Herter, Reeves, Williams, Kidd, Nemhard, Shannon, Curry, Gasol, Middleton, Hero, Turner, Topic, Christie, Antetokounmpo, Caruso, Bridges, Dort, Carter, Curry. Anthony, Dort, DeRozan, Beal, Green, Williams, Edey, Herter, Vukovic, Alexander, Dillingham, Brown, Collins, Olajuwon, Flipkowski, and Love. These are all out of in the 200s. Kevin Love, Kyle Flipkowski, Grant Hill, Damian Lillard, Aaron Gordon, Rob Dillingham, Zach Collins, Mike Conley, and Brandon Miller. These are all out of the 100s. Chris Levert, Dirk Nowitzki, Jalen Tyson, Jabari Smith, Brandon Ingram, Rashashir, Vukovic, Day'Ron Sharp, Dirk Nowitzki, Evan Mobley, Jalen Tyson, Derek Lively, Allen Iverson, and Ben Simmons. These are 75 and 99. Jarrett Allen, Brandon Clark, Johnny Furby, Dirk Nowitzki, Chris Levert. There is Date It. Terrence Shannon, LaMelo Ball, and Kyle Flipkowski. These are all lower. Brandon Podzimski, Jason Kidd, Allen Iverson, De'Aaron Fox, James Harden, Tristan Newton, Antonio Reeves, Ulrich, Jalen Bridges, Anton Watson, Enrique Freeman, Quentin Post, Jared Vanderbilt, and Sidi. A couple numbered autos here is Cam Christie and Deron Holmes. On to our showcase, we got LeBron out of 74 and Shaq out of 15. Zach Edey, the big man, out of 25, and JJJ, Jared Jackson Jr. We got Maxwell Lewis, gold finest auto for the Nets. Jalen Green, gold for the Rockets. Sengun, there is out of 5. 4 out of 5 there. Tristan Da Silva, Arrivals red for the Magic. And now we are road tripping. Let's go ahead and put our road trippers in. Down to 13 left in the half case. All right. High serial number. First is Ray Allen on the case hit there for the Celtics. And then 245 out of 250. Derek White, Celtics going to ammo. And our low serial number, 1 of 1. Jamal Shed. So that is the Raptors going to Kuwoo. And also getting the money mint, Kuwoo. 1 of 1 Superfractor Jamal Shed. Fun card there. And that is going to wrap it up for me. I appreciate everyone as always. And like I said, I'll have a half case of this tonight random. Tom will have a full case. Hobby, pick your team. And then we have that 3-case player break. So grab your player. It's going to be a fun break there. I appreciate everyone as always. And I will see you back here in just a little bit with some Topps Finest. Thanks, everyone.